Hello fellow drama hunters, hope you're having a fantastic day today.
So, I've had a past with Fusion, aka Brony Bucks, originally when the information surfaced about Fusion.
Chat rooms, yeah.
Anthony, look at your messages whenever you get the chance.
Okay, but again, someone just needs to either put the Google Doc in here so I could slap it in the description for all the words.
Okay, well, I guess I'll put that together right now for you.
Yeah, because Caddy Star wants to see it.
Members,
Can I ask a question real quick?
Go ahead.
Why are you
Is there,
showing? Okay, why are you showing me this right now since I'm in stream? What is this about though, so I can understand?
Wait,
I want you to take a look at what I mentioned. You should take a look at on that.
Okay, welcome to Blair. Toast.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
there's
Just say it to me. What the fuck am I looking for?
So there's no
Who is
proof?
15 and over and is allowed in the Rule 34 chat? Bots, amazing chat rules. Don't spam messages. I'm confused. My brain isn't working. I'm reading but not listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Firstly, let's go ahead and answer the question that's being asked, and then we'll move on to that, okay?
Okay. Oh, is this the English thing?
That is a server.
Okay.
It was ran by a person from the same area, where the law stipulates 16 being the age of consent, and this individual is allowing people and engaging apparently with people who were underage in these conversations.
Okay.
And in the sharing of pornography.
But whose server is this? This isn't Fusion's, is it?
It is.
I'm having a mental break.
But
Isn't Fusion in the call? What the fuck?
Fucked up, so.
What's your question? What?
You're saying that this server here for fucking everyone over 50... My brain is just shot to shit.
Oh, that's okay. That's another thing that happened way before this. That was like a week or two ago. Yeah. So Vita got into Fusion server, right? And in Fusion server, Fusion has an RP section in his server for erotic roleplay, and you have to be over a certain age to get in there. And Vita goes to the rules section and reads the rules, and the rules essentially say that you have to be 15 and over to get into the room.
However, before Vita joined the server, I did change it to actually 16. However, I didn't update it in the rules chat because I forgot about it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you from, Fusion? What country?
England.
Okay. This was in the middle of a stream where I had to expose one of my friends, Dark Edge, for pursuing two 16-year-old girls and one at 15. I was dead tired that day. I liked foul a lot. Full disclosure, it's not something I wanted to do. This went down in May 11th, 2018. This is not about playing gotcha. I was told Fusion was 18 at the time. He is currently 19. He allowed an erotic roleplay in his server with some of the following information. You guys are fucking with me. My brain ain't working.
We're not fucking with you, Anthony.
honestly,
Fucking hell, this is
all I can feel right now for Foul is disappointment.
Yeah, I didn't expect this from him.
I'm pissed.
I'm pissed.
Yeah,
Honestly, I didn't expect that much from him to begin with.
I'm going to
Okay, fine. Whatever.
It's okay,
You know what?
guys.
I'm wrecked right
Here.
now. Welcome back, Lilac.
Wait. Okay.
Hey, Lilac.
Fuck.
See how low we can whisper.
Are you tired, Anthony? Are you burnt out?
Yeah.
I mean,
A little bit?
first the Rocky shit and now this. Holy fuck.
We're not talking
I haven't
about
heard
that
about
first
the
one.
Rocky shit.
We're not doing that in stream right now. I've never been close friends with Fusion, but having to sit through this call to remember the friends I had and who have moved on for various reasons, it was tough. I wasn't doing so hot. I just remember seeing Leo Convoy, David, Lilac Galaxy, Kikyo, Sheldon, Lux, Creepy Reading, Hateful Tate. Those were the days.
Hey, Fusion, are you still in here?
Welcome to Limbo. We make jokes when we're uncomfortable.
Alright, then I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If your chat was changed and you hadn't done any of that, why were you ERPing with Wubby, who's 15?
I wasn't ERPing with him.
Are you sure about that?
Oof.
Yeah. I am 100% sure of that.
Give me a moment.
Well, because I asked him a question which was supposed to be a joke. That's not ERPing. That's making a comment.
Oh, I know that voice.
It's
He's probably aware that Mentor,
If we're supposed to be focused right now, I'm totally not.
Yep.
Right. It's like, again, hopefully this was a load of bullshit, but if Al did do this, then yeah, he is going to get the fucking wrath from me, because what the fuck, man?
I'm prepared
He
to...
knows better.
Minhar probably went after him.
Here,
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Why was the age 15 to begin with?
To be honest, I don't even have an excuse for that, to be honest. It was my own stupidity, and hey, at least we changed it. Again, we changed it before Vita joined the server. I just forgot to update info rules.
How long was it 15?
To be honest, we didn't even have the ERP chat for that long.
Alright, now keep in mind, people have big mouths, and if you're being dishonest, there'll be other people who'll come forward later.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah.
And
Look,
more
I respect the hell of the fact that you came forward in your latest video, but if there's something else that's gonna drop, I guess this would be probably the best. Well, not for me, but yeah, for you probably. I don't know.
Oh no!
Somebody else fucking advise him. I don't know shit.
First thing here, Fusion. You never did answer his question. He asked how long it was up at 15.
Couple months.
Yeah.
Couple weeks. Years.
Years.
I don't know if I can check this. I'm not 100% sure that's the thing. The RP chats weren't
give us a rough
maybe
estimate.
like a month or two at most.
Okay. Second thing, and I'm going to ask you one more time.
Mm-hmm.
One more time. Did you ever have any sort of insinuated, questionable, or sexual communications in your server or anywhere else with somebody you know for a fact was underage?
Does this include like jokes, or because okay, I'll say it this way: I never ERP'd with a minor.
Okay, Anthony, I'm going to ask you to check your messages.
Okay.
This one's going to be a little more straightforward for you.
Okay. Whoever is
I
doing
like
that,
how we're
please,
just fucking with
please
Anthony
stop.
at this point.
Who is playing the goddamn... No, whoever is playing that, shut it off! Who is doing that shit?
Sorry.
Yes, I was about to say I'm gonna start kicking people till that shit goes away, god damn it. Okay.
I wish that was me.
Okay, so I'm looking at this first screenshot here. Wolfie Paul Hoof, I stole
Never
it.
gonna give, never gonna give.
Turn it off!
Send it to me
God
so I
damn
can
it,
know
man!
the contact.
Enough!
Yes.
Let the man read.
I'll kick you out right now.
Okay.
Boom. Fuck you, you fucking goddamn obnoxious spaghetti.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Jesus.
I'm the guy who knows about pasta here.
Okay, fucking. Okay, so Wolfie Paul, I stole it. I'm gonna get laid soon. Brew, you're 15. I mean, so am I. Okay, so they're two 15s ERPing. I'm not gonna comment. Pokecord, congratulations, Fluffy. Your level is... Well, that's just the fucking bot. But still, I mean, puss. Fuck a flashlight, you horny bastard. So you have two 15-year-olds in your chat ERPing. Is that what's going on here when Winged Fusion?
Look at the second one.
Okay. Cream looks at Wubby. Okay, fascinating. Aurora walks out again. Same.
Oh, the cream shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean by the comment/joke. I don't classify that as actually RPing.
So let's assume that's a joke.
Oh, all right.
How
Wait.
How many types of stupid do you have to be to make a sexual joke towards a minor?
All right, hold it. We'll get that.
Yeah,
we'll get there in a second.
I can see your point. Yeah.
Fusion Cream grabs Wubby's phone with magic and pulls it down the thong back to Wubby. So okay, you there, Sheldon?
Yes.
And I don't think that this meant anything. Licky used to make like lewd jokes to fucking Ryland, just because Ryland would always be so fucking hypersexual.
I do not know if these are jokes or not, so thus I have not determined whether or not. The thing about Fusion is that it could be either one. I don't know, so I'm not going to claim that it is one or the other.
It gave Fusion the benefit of the doubt, and we're back here again. Here's the more recent information. Leo asserts that he talked to 2 of the 3 minors who came forward. We're good.
All right, so here's what happened. We heard that Fusion deleted his server. And after that, we start getting random reports from people on that server that dick pics and all that had been coming out, and that he had been in an ERP relationship with somebody who was underage. 3 years difference for what it matters. At that point, we called Fusion in, and we had a couple chats with him. One was purely in text because he didn't want to wake his mommy and daddy in the middle of the night hearing about what he had done. The next one was the next morning because we had agreed to talk about it and find out what's going on here. And he confirmed everything that was put out about him is accurate. That was his Pornhub account. Those were his dick pics. He deleted his server. All this information so far was accurate. And what had happened previously that weekend, because you asked me about the banning. So here's what I did. Previously during the weekend before all this came out, Fusion broke one of my goofy little rules. And I have a whole bunch of them in the server. And the typical response is you have to draw something for me.
Okay.
He opted not to do that. I forgot about that over the weekend. But however, when this fell, I decided to use that to my advantage, use it a bit tactically. So what I did was I said, oh, by the way, I forgot to ban you this weekend. And I banned him for that instance because I knew what would happen if I banned him for what he had done specifically at that time. If I had said, hey, I'm banning you because you were having these communications with girls that are underage, he would have just bolted. We probably wouldn't have gotten more information. We wouldn't have seen how he'd react to all this. So I used it tactically to my advantage so we would make sure we'd get more information later on. And that's what happened. After Fusion got yeeted out of the server, which became permanent, he started acting a fool on Twitter, started trying to strike back at the people that had, quote-unquote, betrayed him or exposed him. And during all that meltdown, that's when Cinnamon contacted you and told you what was going on.
Okay, so I'm going to try not to mention anyone so don't add more editing to what I've got here. Let me blank the screen real quick. We had, nobody mentioned the name here. What was she? So I can...
Do you want me to PM you the name?
Put it... Here, I'll send it to Leo in DMs. You know, the what was her name? We had her in the room earlier, and then, like, her parents made her leave.
Let me private message you the name. Hang on.
Yeah, and I'll throw that to Leo.
Hang on.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, just PM it to me real quick.
Yeah?
That is one of the people we got contacted by, yes.
Here, I'm just going to put that space there so it doesn't show that up when I unblank the screen.
Yeah, that's one of the people. We had a couple more, but again, they're asking for anonymity, and I'm willing to grant them that.
I don't think anybody was willing to come forward unless you got somebody who wanted to give a statement. So it's 4 to 5 people, right? And everybody wants to stay anonymous, right?
I'm not exactly sure the exact number. I don't have all the information on hand, but it's at least 3 people, and yes, they would like anonymity for now. That might change in the near future.
No,
I'm currently...
I never did get evidence of all that, but I did get this screenshot where Fusion requested nudes off of someone that was identified as 16. Screenshots can be altered. I cannot personally confirm the age of the girl, but naturally Leo Convoy, someone I trust, can be open to discuss this matter down below. There are clearly a series of things that are bothering me in this incident. This is not going to be the critical video taking apart those issues that I've had with those matters. The second individual I need to thank for this matter is Mintheart. I've had some issues with Mint, and when I was really unbelievably angry, one of the most unlikely of sources in the world gave me some answers to some very serious questions. For my complaints that I might have had about Mint, I needed to hear all this. I won't forget it. I'm sorry about some of the incidences you had with Hateful to Hate. I could brag about being right, but I'm just going to simply settle for thank you. As for some of the more pressing matters, about being angry and upset about some things, there may be another day for all that. We'll worry about whenever that is later. See you next time.
Not quite.
Oh, good.
Not quite, but could be if continuing down the path of stupid.
Oh, fantastic.
Right. I actually haven't heard from that person ever since a certain somebody contacted her mom. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, lol. I'm not editing Raven's name out.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with this specific instance, so...
That we know of.
Yeah. I hope not,
So,
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the... And then, of course, after all this came out, Fusion started backpedaling and doing the I'm going to disappear and become a better person shtick.
Was he under the impression that he thought he was going to get special privileges because, hey, come on, I'm one of the guys or some shit like that? I'm just curious.
If he did think that, then he thought it in vain because it's been made very clear, and this is even something that brought up in call. It's like, did you think we'd back you up? I mean, you've been watching people like me expose these idiots for the past year and a half now. You're not going to get anything from us. We're not going to back you up. We're not going to help you out here. We're going to make fun of you for being stupid. And we're going to tell the world what you did.
Yeah, you are one of those people that fucking I think that was just why I was so in fucking disbelief.
Good Lord. It's just, I don't get how these people, you would think that if you were doing something like that, and you were in a server that had people that go out of their way to expose and let people know about these type of people, you would just casually find a way out of that server, not hang around the entire time. I don't get what that thought process is. But then again, I'm also a functional adult with a rationally thinking mind, so who knows?
I haven't really seen much of Beryl exposing pedophiles recently, though. I mean, they haven't really done much of that.
They've helped me in smaller ways behind the scenes. They haven't really come out in the spotlight per se, but some of them have helped me dig up information.
Step and them did drag freaking Draco Nightblaze in there, I think a while ago, right?
Yeah, they dragged it into Weebus' server, and Norden's kind of been helping me terrorize Draco in less direct ways on the internet.
I'll count that. That's close
enough.
Yeah. Jeez. So yeah, no, Mr. Burner said if we managed to give a more forward, do we have enough to prove? Because obviously there is the Pornhub video, which I'm assuming even if it goes poof, that there's a backup copy floating around somewhere, right?
I couldn't tell you because I don't go to Pornhub, so I wouldn't.
No, I
didn't
click there either, and I was like, well, I guarantee somebody in Beryl has that somewhere. That's in a Google Doc, some goddamn where. But unfortunately,
if not, I have the Google Doc of the censored pictures he sent the minors.
The bigger issue we're going to have is, well, actually, I guess it's not an issue so much, but there are some problems. One of which is due to how Fusion dealt with this. I have this just gut feeling that the way he handled this means that something else. I'm waiting on the other shoe to drop. I don't feel like everything's come out quite yet. So that's why I'm still here trying to look around and see what I can find, because something's not right here. We're missing some sort of information.
I tried asking if he had like an underage person he was dating or something, but that kind of backfired. So
well, no,
yeah.
Again,
no.
I'll find if that. Trying to keep this straightforward, so again, any subsequent follow-up videos can touch upon the fumbled balls, but I'm trying to fucking make this straightforward so that, the powers that be can take a look right straight at this one, make this streamlined and going, here's this, here's this, here's this.
Yeah.
Yes, and we do have evidence of the whole, sexual communications with a minor, evidence of requesting minors' genitalia pics. We have stuff like that, and this is somebody who clearly knew this minor's age. So we have all of that. I'll try to compile it for you tomorrow and get it to you.
Let's put it this way. You have talked to at least, how many of those minors have you spoken to?
About 2 of them.
Okay. That's 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say. Let's see. And we have texts, chats. He didn't deny it in any straight... When you guys streamed, did you get him in?
No, he did not come in. He ghosted for the most part. He even deleted his DeviantArt, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
His Twitter is still up, but it's not active.
Well, no. I mean, the minute he posted, literally everybody from every camp was making fun of him for the obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked at his Twitter, I think, recently.
The irony, mocking people for being degenerates, and you wind up being one yourself.
How long did he do this for? Did you guys find out? Like, how long was he doing this with the girls?
Unfortunately, that's not information I do have. I really don't. And part of the problem we're having is, of course, the main place where all this information probably could have been found and documented better is his server, and that got deleted. I have a feeling, and this I can't prove this. I just have a gut feeling something went wrong in that server, and that's why he deleted it. Because his claim that it was boring, and there were he said there were too many people in there, and that it was cringy and boring. So he deleted it. Well, and this is a guy who makes fun of cringy people, so that doesn't track to me.
Well, you know what I find interesting is...
Hold it. Now, again, I know someone specifically, I won't mention by name, who usually likes to keep, an extra account to peek in on other accounts or something like that. You're saying he didn't have something in there?
I'm not sure on that one, but I do know that I didn't, and usually I tend to even peek in on those things, but I don't even recall even once being in Fusion's Discord. I know the person you're referring to was in at one point, but I don't remember what happened after that. It's been well over a year.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong, but what I meant to say is it, and I know you probably don't have this information, but I have to ask, from when the first time he was told, hey, you got to knock this off, did he really miss a beat? Did he take a break, or just assumed, okay, they're not looking now?
I don't really know. I wish I had that answer, but I don't.
I do know that the miner who came to us in Limbo was trying to tell me, oh yeah, he hasn't done anything for a few months. Please don't call the police. He's a nice guy. Yeah. He promised he wouldn't do it again.
Well, I do know the instances with the 16-year-old. That was back in March, and I believe it also ended around that time. So I don't know if anything he's done is recent. I just have a feeling another shoe's going to drop, and that's what I'm waiting for, because some things here just don't add up. There's some incongruities here, not from the data we found, but from his own statements. So for somebody who puts up a fight on just about anything when it comes to whatever's being discussed or making fun of people, he rolled over and played dead way too easily on this.
What if there's something offline he's not telling you about?
Well, that's something I'm never going to know about. I don't live in the UK.
So the ages, to the best of our knowledge, is there's at least a 13 to 19, a 16 to 19. Do you know the last, or?
I can't remember, but I also know one of them, and I can't remember which one because all the data is kind of muddled in my mind. It's been a rough week.
Oh yeah, no.
But I know one of them he was in a relationship with because she lied about her age, and when she
I remember who that is. I'm not gonna say who.
Okay, because when she came out about her age, they ended that, but he still said some really disgusting and questionable things to her even after that. So.
Even sent a fleshlight, if I remember correctly. Like he sent photos of a fleshlight to her.
Oh, fantastic! That's what you want to send to children. Whatever happened to kids just being sent Thomas the Tank Engine or something? Good lord.
Or sent memes of Pokemon or just something.
Okay, all right, got it. Jeez.
I think we both just showed our age on that one.
Well, no one did anyone even get a chance to speak to the girl after that, or I assume that was somebody who was just offline, because I remember.
I know there's one victim on Twitter who I could contact, but I know they want to keep their anonymity, and I'm afraid of making them run off.
Yeah, something we have to treat with a bit of kid gloves here until people either get more comfortable or whatnot. But the bigger stickler I have here in this case, and although I completely disagree with even the 16-year-old, despite there only being 3 years of age, that's just my preference here. But the biggest issue here is that we have confirmation that one of these minors did send him genitalia pictures and that he received it.
I never did get evidence of all that, but I did get this screenshot where Fusion requested nudes off of someone that was identified as 16. Screenshots can be altered. I cannot personally confirm the age of the girl, but naturally Leo Convoy, someone I trust, can be open to discuss this matter down below. Did he ever try to ask for assistance in the room?
No.
Okay. I understand that was
we got blindsided by all of this out of freaking nowhere. Because the first time something similar to this happened, he's like, well, that was just a stupid mistake of making that room open for people, and my jokes were retarded, and I shouldn't have done that. And, we look at him side eyes. We kept an eye on him for a while. We didn't hear anything. So we're like, all right, maybe he was just being stupid. Didn't think that through at all. But now we're like, oh, I see. He learned nothing.
Well, maybe you could find the precinct if it has a website and email them.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought process, or message him on Facebook or something. I also found his parents' Facebook, so that's going to be fun to use too.
Send them his YouTube videos. Fuck, he's done a lot of bullshit on there.
They know about his YouTube videos. That much he's made pretty clear. But
what did they think?
He says that they don't really care, but you know, who knows?
Well, he doesn't clearly want them to know about this. So
yes, exactly.
But here's what I would suggest. I would probably look through their parents'
Facebook account.
Yeah, Facebook account, and basically see like their kind of taste and see the kind of person that they'd want to talk to. See who they would be most receptive to having them tell this most delicate of information about their son.
Well, the thing I'm having trouble with, because I can do that because they're boomers, like unironic boomers.
Okay.
But my problem is language barrier. I don't know if they speak of the English.
Well, they live in the UK, don't they?
Yeah, but they're also immigrants from Poland, directly from Poland. So their entire Facebooks are filled with the skaskidly dish or whatever it is those people speak.
There's got to be someone Polish that we could probably.
I know somebody who's Polish. You know what? I think I got all the information I need, so I'll hit in England. Yeah.
Yes, you are absolutely correct.
Was it the 16-year-old or the?
I can't completely remember, and honestly, it may have been both of them for all I know.
Because isn't like 16 legal in the UK?
No. Well, 16 is legal in some areas of the UK for consent, but there's a stipulation by a law that sexual imagery and communications are still illegal until you're 18.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's good. I was afraid he would get scot off for that.
Like
he had to, because this isn't. Every time
this isn't new.
Yeah, every time I'm on a stream with you guys or whatnot, there's of course a discussion about the best way to deal with pedophiles or whatnot in the barrel or wherever. These are things that have come up because we dealt with people in the UK, we dealt with people in Germany. We have a pretty good understanding of how these laws work, and everybody I think that has listened into the streams or has discussed this with me and Barrel, they know all these things. There's no way Fusion doesn't know. I don't buy it. I wouldn't believe him if he told me straight to my face that he didn't know. I don't buy it. I don't believe it.
There's something that bothered me with the way he left. He was so aloof about it. Like, he didn't just run. He was like, all right, well, I'm going to go.
I'm going to be back later.
Yeah.
That's because he suffers from apparently self-image issues. He's trying to pretend to be aloof.
So that part wasn't a lie, because I
remember. Do you think he'll come back though? Just getting a read off of I don't know how long you hung out with him. Obviously I assume the worst, but
I think he probably will, but he probably won't in the same way that he is now, because I think I hate using the word career, but his career of making fun of people on YouTube, which is what got him attention, is kind of gonna die, because now anytime he would upload a video, if they know it's him, it's gonna be filled with, hey, how about them 16-year-olds? And I don't think you can be able to take that heat, from what I understand. And I have the but I have the DMs, but I've been asked not to share them. In one case, he was talking to somebody else, to where he is apparently looking up and thinking, or was looking up and thinking about suicide because of all of this.
Oh, great. I bet that's honestly like a guilt trip.
Well, hold it.
Probably.
The suicide thing, was that before or after he got busted?
After.
Okay, I was wondering if you had any proof of he was being suicidal after the first time.
No, I don't have anything like that.
Okay.
I would think that's just being guilt trippy and trying to make you feel like bad, so you don't like that. Usually when these people get caught, like I've noticed there's trends of behavior they often go to. Either it's the child's fault, or it's legal here, or I'm in a very dark place, or I was
I
in
hate
a dark
that.
place.
That is my number one hated one, is I was in a dark place. Go turn on a light bulb, you retard.
Okay. Fantastic.
I understand depression, but that doesn't give you the right to diddle a kid. Jesus fucking Christ.
I've been in some dark places in life just due to my own experiences. Dark places physically, mentally, spiritually. Mm-hmm. Never once that I'm like, it made me feel better diddling a kid.
No.
Now, homicide, that's another matter, but diddling a kid, no.
There's a whole bunch of ways. Go impulse buy something. Go out of your house. Go...
impulse buy something, you say, as I look at my entire closet full of Gundam model kits.
Take a shower, get some ice cream.
Yeah.
Talk to family.
I'm tired of that excuse. I am so doggone tired of it.
Go talk to somebody in a worse situation than you, realize how fucking fortunate you have it. Fucking asshole.
Go to church.
Especially.
Unironically, go to church. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Go somewhere to go clear your fucking head.
See, I kind of figured. I didn't think it was just a stupid mistake because he intentionally roleplay with those girls knowing they were underage at that time.
Again, this was me kind of being just a dick, and basically he's like, "Oh, it was a joke," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, but it was an ERP chat. It wasn't a meme room, right?" Now, I don't know, man. That Jesus Christ.
Well, the important
red flags.
Well, the important thing is he's gone now. For now, we have the information we need. I'm going to do the best I can on my end because, I have his real name. Mm-hmm. I have the general area he lives. It's just figuring out how to report that's going to be the clincher here. So, I clearly can't just make a phone call. Last time I made a phone call across seas, it cost me like $60 for 2 minutes. Oof. So, yeah.
Things that are bothering me in this incident. This is not going to be the critical video taking apart those issues that I've had with those matters. The second individual I need to thank for this matter is Mintheart. I've had some issues with Mint, and when I was really unbelievably angry, one of the most unlikely of sources in the world gave me some answers to some very serious questions. For my complaints that I might have had about Mint, I needed to hear all this. I won't forget it. I'm sorry about some of the incidences you had with Hateful Hate. I could brag about being right, but I'm just going to simply settle for thank you. As for some of the more pressing matters, about being angry and upset about some things, there may be another day for all that. We'll worry about whenever that is later. See you next time. And start recording. Bunk.
Mm-hmm.
But, YOLO. Okay,
sorry,
cool.
I had my computer muted.
No, it's fine. So, again, we just finally got a hold of Barry after a couple of days after Barry originally said, look, I gotta go away, I'm gonna delete all this shit. And then they're like, my parents are taking it super serial and they're gonna go stop typing, I'll break your fingers. Yeah. It's the minute I heard 13-year-old's parents are going to the cops, I'm like, holy shit, that sounds really goddamn important. And, then I heard Fusion ERP'd with Mint, and I was like, oh boy, that's going to be a really good screenshot. I don't have it. Hey, man, is there any... No, there's no validity to it. Could everybody look through Barrel? Okay, there's nothing there. I didn't take anyone's word for it. I was recording. Barry's information has been the opposite effect of useful. She mentions...
I'm not surprised.
She mentioned arbitrarily, unprovoked, hey, I may have posted 17-year-old boobs to Fusion's room, and I'm like... Oof. I don't want to tell anybody that you did that.
I was actually in Fusion server, and it was the most cringy shit you would ever fucking see.
Oh wait,
so bad.
Perfect. But you've been in there recently, right?
Not recently, but I was in there for a while, and it hasn't changed much. I'm assuming because it was that way before, based on the screenshots that Vita managed to snag.
Okay, so
hold
it.
Left
2 to 3 months ago, right? Maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so Fusion's reason for deleting it was dead. Would you say that was a fair accusation? That the room was not jumping and jiving, it was dead? Or was it?
It was pretty dead. It was alive for a bit while I was there, because we were all playing Minecraft, but after that, it just kind of died down.
Okay. Alright, that story checks out. The only thing that's really holding this all together is whether or not Fusion did solicit, and I don't mention the alleged victim's name, he did solicit nudes from someone who was, 16, right? As the story goes?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And V's asserted that he did get them.
From what I heard, because I was in that call, from what I heard, he did get them.
He would be the person in the best place possible. In anyone else in the fandom, he's one of the people who's hunted pedophiles that he would know that's child porn.
The fucking hypocrisy.
No,
hypocrisy.
Okay, 16 to 19.
Has Vita or anyone seen the evidence of this?
Of what?
Okay, hold it, Buttons. I think I know where your almonds are going, and I'm not going to go with that.
A Fusion getting... Oh, no.
Okay,
God,
yeah. No, hold it. If he did see it, I don't feel he's collecting it for any personal use, Buttons, so I'm not going to go down that route.
Slow your roll there, whoa.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying, you guys are saying, is there
Fusion told
evidence?
us that it happened over Snapchat. and on Snapchat, because I use it sometimes. On Snapchat,
there's no evidence of this claim.
Hold it. Okay.
Of the 16-year-old
but he did.
sending
So we have,
confusion?
but we have proof that he did ask the 16-year-old. That's the important thing. And there's probably a screenshot out there of them relenting and claiming they sent it, right?
Yeah, I think so. She didn't really give us much to work with, honestly.
Okay.
There was a lot she didn't want to share, so I'm assuming that there was some things going down.
Was there any? Again, I have to ask this. Was there any presumed ill will by the 16-year-old? Maybe reasons to, because screenshots can be altered.
Yeah, they can. No, she seemed very sincere and very, shy and even fucking reluctant to share that shit.
That's what I wanted to hear. So it's... Okay, so it's like Bayfish burying Mike. Got it. Unintentional. That's what I wanted to hear. I was like, if this is more like, I'm gonna teach this fucker a lesson for whatever reason, I'm like, I'm gonna take
revenge.
That. Yeah.
Evil mustache twirl.
What is Barry doing? Do you? What are they? Is there some kind of I'm a bit curious why they're saying. Is this just a 13-year-old being a 13-year-old?
I don't know why or how that rumor started floating around that it was me. I honestly don't know where the fuck it came from.
Yeah, we heard it from another person too. So
I don't know where that came from though. I'm so confused.
So I think I got that statement Friday, right? From Jazz. A lot of shit's been going down. That might have been the one that didn't tape. I don't know if Jazz was being Jazz. I don't know if Jazz.
Well, from what I know about Jazz is that she likes to. She's just kind of. She's a bit of a snake. She likes to lie and hide shit.
Got it.
There you go. She likes to be Pinto.
Look, we're gonna give Jazz one more year to not turn into Pinto. We're pretty sure she is going to though. So according to who was it, Barry, who said that Fusion has pursued other people who were of age, so it isn't just a preference. Is that the case, or what?
I don't know. I don't know much about anyone older that he's gone after. I know in the conversation he and I had, he told me that he had gone on a date with some chick he met IRL.
Okay.
That's about it. All I know about.
Did he say the age?
I'm assuming she's his age because he was in college. And he's like some college chick. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that story definitely tracks. My quick question here is, I was led to believe, and this could just be my own idiocy, that Barry Desk was one of the people coming forward specifically because they were a victim. I'd heard that a 13-year-old, was that only the ex that he didn't know any better about?
Emmy, yeah. From my knowledge,
that's the only
13-year-old.
The only what?
She's Emmy, I believe, is the only 13-year-old. I don't know. There was a bunch of young kids in Fusion server, all ranging between the ages of
Yeah, Barry said she's 13, so that's what we thought.
Okay, so based off of that one screenshot, which is highly uncomfortable but not necessarily damning enough, the only real significant thing, because I did mention to Josh Scorcher, who said he'd be willing to signal boost this if I keep it straightforward and on point. But there's a lot of shit that has to come out that's in the maybe land, and the only thing I really need to validate or spin it as much as the child porn seems to be the only meat and potatoes in this situation. Thank you, screaming child in the background. Anyways, what a wonderful time to talk about child porn, and there's a screaming child in the background. Wonderful. Okay, I guess I'll try and squeeze that into freaking 5 to 10 minutes, I guess, and then I'll address all the other things as maybes, and I'll be like, naturally I'm willing to have anyone come forward. Cool! Guess what? Neat. If that's the only case, I can actually keep all my personal bullshit off until a second or third video. Wonderful! If I can keep that on point. Alright, is everybody good? Any last questions?
Nope.
Alright, Jesus. I was going to ask something else if you meant, but I don't want to muddy the water since you were super helpful right now.
No, it's alright. Ask.
Okay, now, I can't even begin to imagine the level of responsibility of wanting to, or needing to juggle a job while going to high school and getting up at goddamn the bitch at dawn. Do you feel that if you didn't get emancipated and you wound up being stuck there till you're 18, that you would still be entitled to the $10,000? Remember,
that's a good question.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, look, yeah, instead of just jumping on that like a ride on a Cheeto, since we've got you here,
Alright. Repeat it one more time for me.
Okay, so my understanding of raising the money was so that you could get the hell out of the house, so you didn't have to stay there till you're 18. But let's say for whatever reason you can't get through the emancipation. There I go, but the grace of God. That does sound like a bitch. It must be.
Jeez, I thought this was common knowledge. I've already been denied it simply because they were cutting my hours at work and I wasn't making enough. I had to still job hunting and looking around. It's fucking hard, man.
Well, what he's asking is if
I still feel like I'm entitled to it after I turn 18.
Yes.
Leo believes so. Personally, I don't fucking know, in all honesty. It would be a big fucking help, you know.
No, like...
Because I plan on moving away from Oregon to a different fucking state.
No, I get it. I'll put it this way. In all seriousness, if I were 18 and someone said, would you rather have the $10,000 or would you rather not have the $10,000? I don't think I would have the agency to turn it down at the age of 18.
But that's dishonest use of it for the purposes of the GoFundMe was to get you out of the abusive home, and I don't feel that would
hold more neutral tone buttons. Yeah. All right, so I guess that'll be a discussion that we have with Leo later. And you know what?
Because, I mean, it was supposed to help me, you know, one, move out, and two, get started on my own. So if I move out at the age of 18, technically it's still fulfilling its purpose. But I completely understand where you guys are coming from.
Well, tell you what, I guess the middle compromise would be, like, stating later on that that's what had to happen, and be like, hey, look, I appreciate... I could see where some people might have a difference of opinion, but it just took a little bit longer due to, you know, IRL being in real life.
No, I know. Like, I thought this was common knowledge that I had been denied emancipation.
No,
I stated it multiple times in different comment sections of different videos.
Oh, well, different videos in the comment section. That's a good place.
And I believe on Twitter too. I don't remember.
Well, you blocked me, so it's fine. No, just saying.
You know, in all fairness,
Nope, I am a total faggot on Twitter. Nope, absolutely. No, that's fine.
Too many tweets a day for me, Anthony. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. And you know what? I follow a lot of furries. I might retweet something that might be inappropriate. That's okay. Jesus. So yeah, that'll be a discussion I have with Leo later that I'll try and do as fucking frank as I could. You know what? This was actually really productive, and I feel a lot less retarded. All weekend long, I've been ripping my hair out. I'm like, how can I do this fairly? Stares at it longer and longer, getting angrier and angrier. nothing is making this calmed me the fuck down like you would not believe. Man, you've done a good job.
Well, I'm glad.
Holy shit, I was so unbelievably just getting angry, especially as there was something that V said where he's like, I was prepared just to make fun of him forever, and I'm like, if you legitimately knew that he did anything with a 13-year-old, you're like, I was prepared to make fun of him forever. Ooh, no. That's your priorities are fucked. That's gay. What the fuck is wrong with you? But since we don't have absolute fucking proof of that, I think he said
no evidence for much except for him being a fucking degenerate, sending dick pics and shit and asking for shit back. Like, what the fuck, man? Jesus.
You know what? I'd put it to you this way. If all that was out there was the Pornhub video, would I make fun of him? Absolutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. But that I would just be like, well, you're a dumbass. You're an absolute... You've lost your fucking card to make fun of anybody for being a degenerate. But I wouldn't...
Exactly.
Yeah, but, you know, since he took CP, my counter-argument to Stepper is like, he's not a pedophile. And this isn't necessarily, like, what else would you call an adult who asks for nudes from someone who legally counts as a minor?
A pedophile.
A pedophile and a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's a 2-in-1 deal.
It feels hellacious, and I'd say this to Fusion's face. It feels really regretful to write someone off at the age of 19, but you had a chance. You had people willing to look the other way when you minorly fucked up, and being very careful with the term minor, more than Fusion ever did. This is good pod right here. I wish I was streaming. Holy shit. God damn. All right, fucking beautiful. I could literally just put this up. This would feel fucking okay. For anyone listening in, a lot of people are absolutely asserting that he received nudes from someone who was under the age. Who was about 16. The allegations of the 13-year-old, I think everyone's in agreement that that's not concrete, yes?
Yes. Okay,
as of this moment, we're still looking into that. Leo told me several times he's waiting for the other shoe to drop. I concur. I agree. Yeah, on point. I think that's fucking perfect. All right, I think we're good. Godspeed, everyone.